How's it going, everyone? I'm Joey Jangola. I'm the founder of Fearlessly Questioning, the first fearless questioner, as I like to say sometimes. And this is the second video in a series of videos comparing the tools of two marketing automation platforms, Hubspot and new Rainmaker, and having them kind of face off head to head and seeing which one comes out on top. But of course, remember that this is only part of a full review that exists over on fearlesslyquestioning.com. If you want to make sure that you read the full review, you can go ahead and click the link below in the video description. Otherwise, you can go ahead and click the annotation that is right here, and that's going to get you over to the site to read the full review along with having these videos also there as well. So right now, if you missed the previous video, the first one we did was the calls to action / form tool for both platforms. And what we're going to talk about right now is landing pages. And it's a little bit more of a fair fight, even fight, if you will, for the platforms this time around. But I've got a kind of demonstration, a walkthrough of both side by side for you to compare to see how they stack up. So let's go ahead and hop into that right now. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and look at the landing page tool for both new Rainmaker and Hubspot. Again, we'll start with new Rainmaker. And what we're going to do to get there is click on content and we go to landing pages. We click new, and once this page loads up, we'll have all of our templates to choose from, and we'll pick which one we want to customize. And this one I've already got a landing page here for, so we'll go ahead and use this one. And you click on that template and it takes you here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in the landing page that I already have created. To do that, we'll click the landing pages. All right, and now this is the back end of the landing page that I already have created from that template. So you go ahead and name your page, and you have the option to select your URL, which is very important for landing pages. You're going to want to have a very easy to remember URL if you want to tell somebody where to go to get it. So you have your page heading here. You have your page subheading here, and they give you an option for the video. So you would add the video link right in here, and your copy for the button for people to play the video. So click to play, pretty straightforward. And then they give you an option to upload an image for a thumbnail. And that's the video section. And on the opt-in, this is going to appear below, and I'll show you here how this looks in a second so you can kind of get an idea. So here, what fears drive people at the top of the game to do even better. You select your email provider where you want this to go, what list you want them to be on from that mail provider. So we got MailChimp here, my Fearless Files subscribers, and then your, I guess, call to action, your button text, and we've got Get Fearless. And the thank you page that you select is whatever you want to create. So if you just want to send them to, hey, thanks for subscribing, you're awesome, thank you, high five, you can do that. Or you have the option to, what I'm doing here is everybody that does subscribe to the Fearless Files library, we're going to direct you right to that page. That's going to have videos of every guest that have ever appeared on the show, and it's going to have their answer to what fearless question are they most afraid to ask themselves in their own life and business, and how are they working to answer it. And I prefer to send you somewhere to something as opposed to just a, hey, thanks for doing this. And so that's what you get there if you do that. And so that's the option to set there. If you want them to go to a library, if you want them to go to an ebook download, whatever, or if you just want to thank them for becoming a member. Now, if you didn't want to do that, you could have a confirmation appear, a message appear below the form once they submit, and you can do that there. You can also add social sharing buttons here on the bottom of the page for people to share that if they want to. Again, it's up to you. But now, that's it for the content. The settings here, we'll take a look real quickly. And this is where you're going to go ahead and customize it a little bit more. So we've got our logo here. We've just uploaded. We've got our background image here that we've uploaded. Lets you choose some options where you want it to be positioned, selecting your primary, secondary, and highlight colors, allowing you to easily brand the page. So it's pretty easy. You can play with it a little bit. I actually had my buddy Dustin Stout whip this together for me, so professional designer putting it together. But again, it's not that hard. You don't need a designer to do this. And then here's some SEO if you did want this thing to rank for some search terms. I obviously haven't filled those out yet. So if we want to take a look, let's view this page here real quick, and you can kind of see what the finished product looks like. So here you go. With all of that customization, we've got the logo, the background image. Now, do you want to discover the fears that inspire the most change? That is our, we'll pop back here real quick to our content. That is our page heading right there. And then you have the Fearless Files library reveals the scariest question every guest is most afraid to ask themselves. That is your page subheading. And then we have the video here. Click to play with our logo, the image that we had. And then popping back here real quick on the opt-in is where you have this text right here. Hear what fears drive people at the top of their game to do even better. And then the form. Now the form is going to be pulled in from your mail provider. So whatever you have set up as your default, if it's name and email, that's what's going to happen here. So very important, you would have to change that in MailChimp, which is a little confusing. Not sure how I feel about it. But then we actually have our button title of Get Fearless. And then these are our social sharing buttons down here. That's basically it. So that's if you want a video and you want some text, you know, doing a basic landing page in Rainmaker. Now the only downside is you are pretty much stuck. You're beholden to these templates. To change it, to add it, to rearrange it in any way that you might want to is going to be probably a lot more work than it is worth. But again, these are highly optimized landing pages. I would imagine that that's what they're giving you, the best of the best from, you know, copy bloggers, testing, and that's it. So let's go ahead and hop over to HubSpot now, and we're on the HubSpot dashboard. And to get to their landing page tool, we click on Content and Landing Page. They've got it where you can go ahead and create a whole slew of new different types of landing pages. And all you want to do that is create a new page. And HubSpot kind of deconstructs the process a little bit more, gives you a little more options, a little more freedom. And you can see there's some test layouts here that they've done. We're actually in the process of being migrated over to their new COS system, and some of these are they're testing to make sure everything is put together right. So, but you know, you go ahead and pick your template. You have a 3-column custom. I mean, they've got a lot of different ones set up here for you to just kind of choose and edit. I'm going to go ahead and grab one that I've already got created for you, and we can kind of break it down real quick. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this pre-retirement video course landing page that I have created for you. And again, it's very easy to kind of move everything around, drag and drop. You can see they really take full advantage of these kind of different modules, if you will. So you obviously title your landing page right here, your page title, pre-retirement video course, and then you actually have your URL as well. And then your copy down here, you can format it however you want. This is our copy box right here. So I've got everything in here that I want people to kind of go through. Next, I've got my image, which appears over here. And then my form, which I've created in a separate tool, but you can create it. Obviously, have a form included with the landing page. So you've got your, you know, start your free video course as your copy right there, and then your form options. And then you can set up notifications to notify people when this form is completed. So I get an email notification every time somebody does complete this form, and then you can select a redirect option. So, you know, where do you want them to go? For this is a video course. It's going to be like a 4 or 5 video course series. So I'm going to redirect them to the first video once they complete this. First name is required. Last name is not, but it's there. And then email is also required. And then also you have your social sharing icons down here, just like you did in Rainmaker. Again, just checking which ones you want to include. And you obviously have a ton of options to style this. We can go over first, we'll go to the options. Again, you can select a campaign. Again, that's a little more high level. We don't want to get into that right now. You can select your logo. That's what shows up here. And this is something that you'll do when you kind of come on board with HubSpot, you'll probably just have your person, your web design person, when they're converting your site over, just create the header for those templates that you want to use. You're not going to have to create it every time, so you'll just have it created. Again, we're in the process of having those pages created. This is just, I tossed our logo up there to start, but it'll be replaced when those new landing pages are ready. You can obviously have a section for header, footer, some style overrides if you want to get fancy with it, but again, nothing says you have to. And this is where you can go ahead and really dive into CSS if you know how to, and really get into it and change a lot of settings. So there's a lot of different options you can see. This is going to be available for all those different sections, the footer, the different modules. You can go ahead and really style them however you want. Now, chances are that's going to be somebody else other than you. At least I know for me it is. And sometimes it makes my head hurt. But what's really cool is if you come back here and on the bottom here, actions, you open this up and it says edit template layout. This is where it really gets interesting and cool, in my opinion, and really gives you a lot of different ways to go with this. So all those different content areas that you saw, this is where you can rearrange them. So if I want the form over on this side of the page, all I do is drag it over here and it's going to be there. And that's just, and it's that simple. You can split them up. You can add more. So you can add a row there if you want to do it. If you want to delete it, you can delete the module. It's very easy to do that. So let me go ahead and I'll save this change so you can see what it looks like. So I'll publish the change here and you can take a look at it. So that's been done. We'll exit out of here. This should reload itself and you'll see the form move over to the left side of the page. And there you go. So you've got your image, your text, your form below there, and that's it. So it is pretty easy to just manipulate this thing any way that you want it. You're not strictly limited to whatever template that you have. You have a lot of options. It's very flexible, pretty powerful. You can kind of see why HubSpot, at least right now, in my opinion, kind of wins from everything that goes into creating a landing page. All right, so there you have it. That is just a really quick overview of setting up a landing page within New Rainmaker and within HubSpot, and how easy or not easy it is, and how stylish it is or how stylish it isn't, and whichever one you think kind of looks best for you. Again, remember, this is only one video in a series of 4 that is part of a much larger full written review that all exists on fearlesslyquestioning.com, taking a really in-depth look at these two systems and how they might function for you. So if you want to go ahead, check out everything related to that. Well, I've got a link below in the description to go ahead and do that. Click through to the site, fearlesslyquestioning.com, for the complete review. Otherwise, if you think you might already know which platform might work better for you, or if you want to try out both of them, I do have also 2 links to go ahead and start free 30-day free trials with either one if you want to. If you want to get going, they offer it to try for free, so why not just, who cares what I have to say? Just actually try it for yourself, because honestly, you shouldn't care what I have to say, and just see it for yourself. That is available to you. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But I'm going to get out of here. Take it easy, everyone.